I want to talk to you about 100 reasons why you should want to become financially confident in 2026. The reason I want to talk about this, now listen, I'm not going to spend the whole time listing you the 100 reasons. I'm going to get you started. What I want you to do is list 100 reasons why you're going to be financially confident in 2026. Because if your brain doesn't have valid reasons why you want to do this, it's going to keep you in the same loop behaviors that you've had for so long that have kept you stuck. You've got to give yourself this propulsion outside of the behavior loop that you've been stuck in. And 100 is a beautiful word, because here's what I'm doing next year. This is why the number 100 came to me. Next year, I'm going to collect 100 fails. So 100 has been on my mind. I'm going to collect 100 fails. I also have the goal of enrolling 100 Viber members in Money Academy. That is also a big goal of mine. So next year, I'm going crazy. I'm going all out, right? I'm going delusional. I'm going to be the most audacious version of me. And so for my fails to be real fails, I have to have 100 reasons why I want to fail. I want to have 100 reasons why I want 100 women in Money Academy. I want 100 reasons why I'm going to keep being bigger, higher than myself. I'm going to have 100 reasons why I am going to take actions. I'm going to do what I said I'm going to do, even if I don't feel like it. Because that will come up. I will have so many obstacles. There will be so much resistance from myself to do what I said I'm going to do. And so with those reasons, they're the fuel. Because the reason is going to be like, maybe if you have one sentence, it's going to be the thought that you want to think over and over and over, and it becomes the drive that's going to take you where you want to go. Because here's what I want to offer you all. The reason you are where you are financially right now, for all of us, even for myself, is what we're thinking about. It's the way we perceive life. That's what's keeping us at the level we are at right now. We create our own ceiling when it comes to life. And the way we get out or we push through that ceiling is by the way we change our thinking. So when you make a list of all these reasons, man, imagine doing that. Like, I really want you to sit down and do that exercise. List 100 reasons why you will become the financially confident version of yourself. Here's what I mean when I talk about financially confident version. When it comes to money, we are taught that money is hard and that the economy is tough. And because the economy is tough, being broke or struggling financially is okay. You could be making 100K or more, but you're still struggling with money and you feel like you fit right in because everybody else is complaining about money. But if you are uncomfortable in your relationship with money, with what you want to create with money, I want to offer you that it's not okay. It's not okay. Now, I don't know if y'all can relate to this, but when I first went natural with my hair, so I used to put chemicals in my hair to make it straight. And then I decided I didn't want to do that anymore. So I let my hair revert back to its natural state. And so when I would wash my hair in the bathroom, there would be hair all over because this hair texture breaks so easily. There was hair everywhere. I would like wash my hair, it's soaking wet, blow dry it, and there will be hair everywhere. I thought that was normal because that's how I grew up. Until I did research and realized that's not normal. That's my hair falling off. I thought it was normal for my hair to be that way. So when you're looking at your finances today and money feels hard and things feel like they're always going to be the same, you may think it's normal. And I want to offer you that it's not normal. You know what's normal? Is that you're not even thinking about money because it's all squared away. It's taken care of. Your bills are paid. Your debt are paid. And you have money on the savings account. You have money in investment. You're starting the business you want to start. You're making money from the business. That's what's normal. That's what you deserve. So if you're not there yet, it's okay. And also, we're going to do something about it. Because here's what I want to offer you. When you're looking at your money from the perspective I'm offering you, you start to realize that you are capable of so much more that you've put into. What you've been doing up until now is just living up to the standards that society has set for you. And society standards for you are super high and unrealistic, but also very low when you compare it to your potential. Okay, so based on society's potential expectations of you, you're not supposed to have debt, but also it's okay to have debt. Like it's really controversial, right? Because there's bad debt and good debt. So you can have debt, but you shouldn't be having bad debt. You should have good debt only. Also, you could get paid, but also you can you don't have to plan for the future, but you should plan for the future. Do you see what I'm saying? There's just so many different opinions. And so you're confused. And so this is the life that is resulting from the confusion. But I want you to spend time with yourself and decide, what do I want? Who am I going to show up as in 2026? Not the confused version of you that we are facing today. Now is the right time for you to think about, what do I want to set out in 2026? When you start with the reasons why, you're going to start to have plans that you want to come to bring to life. You're going to list the reasons why you want to be financially confident. Like for me, for instance, I have a big family. And one of the reasons why I keep doing what I'm doing is because I'm realizing that in my family, we have a lot of women. And my sisters and I are the first women in our family that are financially confident, that are going to indicate or teach the other women in my family that being financially confident is actually a goal to achieve. Like, I'm so proud of that. Those are the reasons why I show up every day in my life, in my business, in my programs, in Money Academy. When I show up 100%, because the women in there, they're just learning that being financially confident is actually the new norm. It's not okay to make a really good amount of money as the income and not know what to do with it. Like, we think that's normal because that's how we were raised. But we're changing that narrative. What are other reasons for you? And I want you to list it. Like, if you come up with reasons right now, I will love it. I can see your answers here. So go ahead and list your reasons. Tell me why. Okay, hang on. I want to make sure I put the volume down because on my cell phone it would be too loud. Yeah, I want to know why. You tell me. So like I'm over here watching too. So tell me, what is one reason that you want to be financially confident when it comes to 2026? Like I said, I really want you to sit down and do the work to list the reasons. Here's what's going to happen. First of all, I want you to list these reasons and take them with you every day for 2026, everywhere you go. So like at any given moment, you can like pull them out and read them. Okay? So one thing that I do is I put it on my phone. Every year I create a new wallpaper, and then I'll just put it on my phone. And what I have on my phone for next year, I'm going to tell you now. It's so exciting. It's a sentence or a question, really, that my coach said, and it just lit something really bright inside of me, and I'm taking it everywhere with me, right? And I love this because questions unlock portals in your brain. And when the portal is unlocked, there's floods of new insights and value that comes out of you. And this is why, as a coach, using questions is really powerful, because it allows me to help you unlock yourself, to pull out what's hidden inside of you that you wouldn't even be able to pull out yourself because you don't ask yourself those questions. And that's normal. We don't ask ourselves the right questions. We need the help, all the help we can get. So the sentence that's on my phone and that's going to be on my tablet and on my devices is, what if it all changes from here in the best way? When I ask myself that question, there's such an excitement inside of me that just gets lit up, and I'm ready to do the work. I'm ready for all of it. So what is it for you that's going to light you up? What are your answers? Okay, I have, yes, to be an example of what's possible for my daughter. I love that. Listen, I want us to list why this is so important. If you don't know why being financially confident is important to you, you will stay where you are right now. I want to feel free, enjoy my money, love it. Exactly. Right? If you don't know why, so one of the questions we ask you guys when you register to join the community is, what is one thing you want to change about your finances? You need to know what you want to change and why. Imagine listing 100 reasons why you want to be financially confident. What do you think that is going to do to your brain? Now, you may tell me, oh, I don't know. I don't think it's going to be good enough. These reasons, and you might be writing them with a lot of fear in your heart. That's okay. I literally just wrote a newsletter while my brain was being resisting. You can do both. You can be in resistance and also show up for your life. So don't be afraid of the doubt in your heart telling you those reasons are not valid. Just keep writing. Listen, the work you're going to do next year to actually create this financially confident version of you is you're going to develop the capacity to feel negative emotions inside of you and still do what you need to do. So for instance, I just recorded a podcast episode on budgeting. One of the reasons women don't like budgeting and don't budget is because they're uncomfortable looking at their numbers, right? But I'm going to teach you how to develop capacity to look at your numbers even if you don't like them, and to still be able to do what you need to do so that you can build your relationship with your finances. That is your work. If you don't have something in your life right now, it's because you haven't built the capacity to have that in your life. And so that's your work. And this is the reason why I'm telling you to write these 100 reasons, because as you write these reasons, you are opening up portals and you are building the capacity. You are expanding yourself to be having more, to be doing more. Do not undermine the value of this exercise. I have so many reasons already here that have been listed of why women want to become financially confident, right? What are your reasons? Listen, we want to take actions. I talk about this with my clients all the time. Like, they just want to go out there and take action. I have clients who are starting businesses, right? And they just want to go out there and take actions. And I always slow down. Let's get our brain and body on board first. Because you're taking action, if your brain and body are not on board with you, it's because you're taking action from the standards that the world has set for you. The world said this is how money is supposed to be. You're just going to go and do it, right? But slow down, come back in, do a self-inspection, and decide how you're going to show up before you go and take action. Determine the emotions that will fuel your action so that you get the results you want. Because guess what? You will always get results from actions that you take. If you take your card and you go swipe it at a store, you're going to come home with something. But is it what you wanted? The only reason you come home with what you wanted is if you had an agreement with yourself that this is what we're going to the store for, and here are the reasons why we want this thing. You have to be able to align your life with what you want so that you can create the results that you desire. This is the only way this works. We can't keep doing the same things over and over and over and get the results we don't want, and we don't evaluate, and then we don't change the path. I'm calling you into a higher conversation where you will evaluate, where you will examine, you will slow down, you will check in with your body, and you would decide what is the thing you need to do that is in alignment with where you are emotionally. That is what the work that you're going to do. So listing the 100 reasons why you want to be financially confident is the beginning of you expanding yourself into that version of you. The work we're doing with money is always going to be an identity work. People want to have a lot of money. People want to be able to pay off debt. They want to be able to have a lot of money saved in money, right? You can't do none of those things consistently if you don't build the identity of the woman who's doing those things. And that's the part you want to skip because it's uncomfortable. And it makes sense it's uncomfortable. You've never done it before. So I'm going to teach you how to do that. You start by writing the 100 reasons why you want to be financially confident. That's your homework. You already have a few reasons here in the comments of the post. Now go to town and add to them. Okay, so someone here said, it's so liberating to go to the store and come out with just what you planned on buying. Yes. That's because your body and mind and your actions are on board, the same page. You want to always be on the same page with yourself financially. This builds harmony. This builds peace of mind. But this is an identity work. The woman who's going to the store and swiping her card against her will and coming home with things she doesn't want, you have to build the capacity to become a different version. And that's the work that we're doing here. Y'all, I'm telling you, I have worked with dozens of women, and this is the work I'm calling you in. In 2026, we're not just taking action first. We're aligning first, and then we're taking action from the right fuel, the right emotions. Because you need to determine what results you want to create first before you start taking action. Okay, my friends, listen, I do this with my clients all of the time. When you do this emotional work, then taking the actions and creating the budget and showing up for the budget and paying off the debt, those are just the byproducts of what we're talking about here. People think that money is the first thing, but it's actually the emotional maturity that's the first thing you need to do, and then the money just falls into place. Like my clients who realize that 34% rate saving rate for this year, it's not because she woke up and she was like, I'm going to save 34% of my income this year. No, she did the emotional work, and because she looked at her money from the bird's eye view, she was able to satisfy her desire to save money, and she saved 34% of her income. That is financial confidence. For my client who got the $38,000 pay bump this year, it's not because she just woke up and she got it. It's the emotional work she did to create more room in her life for more money. Listen, this is the hard work, but this is why we're here in this community, because I'm going to help you through this hard work. This is not hard work that you get to do by yourself, because this is the reason why we haven't done it yet. And so we're going to start now. All right, my friend, I'll leave you with that, and come and let's talk about it in the community. Your 100 reasons why you should want to be financially confident. I told you mine, and now I want to hear yours. I see you all later. Bye.